Okay, next up, Dark. The show's a little bit older, but I really, really like cinematography, specifically season 1 and probably season 2 a little bit more so. I'm only partial the way through season 3. And the thing that's really stark about it to me is how it connects people through timelines. Older, as they age, like that kind of thing. I think that how the lens and then the edit itself work together there is just really fantastic. And there is just some amazing lighting and really beautiful shots, especially for something that's kind of dreary and dark. I really, really think they do some amazing jobs capturing it. And also, color plays a huge role in that show. Next, I have Shogun, which I've only seen, I think, like 2 episodes of it so far. And I know people really love it, and I do too. But one thing that I just absolutely cannot get over is the expressive, weird lenses. They almost look like those Russian, like tank lenses that people love. I cannot think of what they're called off the top of my head right now. But they just create this like circular, swirly bokeh all around their subjects. It's that kind of thin depth of field, but it's not like Canon 5D Mark II depth of field. It's a little more tactful than that. And just absolutely how they also integrate CG into that show works so well for me. But yeah, those weird expressive lenses and the actual frames that they use for those are just really impressive.